at your disposal.
Our guest today is Wendell Manwarren, a member of the 3Canal group from Trinidad and Tobago, a fantastic group. I met them several years ago, and it's good to see them again. We are still alive.
Still alive, give thanks and praises to the Most High.
Yes, man.
Representing on behalf of Roger, Roberts, and Stanton Julie, of course.
Right,
It's my
right.
pleasure to be here with you.
How are you doing, man? How is everything going?
It's good, we coming down to crunch time for us in terms of our production.
Right, 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 right.
Today's our first big band rehearsal, so
Right,
there's a lot of
right,
excitement.
right. Well,
The
first,
horns upstairs.
tell us a bit, tell our listeners a bit about what this production is about. You're involved in the mass making, your specialty is the Jouver't. Tell us a bit about it.
But yeah, I mean, we were weaned in Mass and Shell and guys in Jouver't at 9 years old, I like to say. And for the last 30 years, we've been bringing a Jouver't band. And we decided last year that we were going to bring the curtain down on the Jouver't. After doing it for a generation, we thought that the time was right,
Right,
was the time.
right.
So it will be the first time in 30 years that I ain't doing nothing for Jouver't and I don't know what to do with myself. But that decision didn't come easily, but we've committed to it. But
Yeah,
one of the things that it has done is has given us a space to say, all right, let's embrace this new kind of sound that we're seeking, which is
yeah,
informed by something that Resistance said in his remake of Never Ever Worry with the
right,
Lord Pretender. He
right,
says from Rapso to Kaiso, mix the thing.
right,
Say, well,
right,
let's take it a step further. Rapso to Kaiso, like to swing the thing, bring out that Kaiso swing. Because
right,
my belief is that, we like to classify things in genres. Trinidad music, the mother music, is all Kaiso.
right,
Then you have different iterations down the line
right,
from there.
right.
So yeah, we kind of going taking the Rapso jam, the vibe that we've been representing for the last 28 years as
Yeah,
recording musicians, saying as we age and we embrace more grace, we
yeah,
want to do things, we want to
yeah,
explore what that Kaiso vibration.
right, right. Now
So the
the
Three Canal Kaiso show is what we present this time around.
okay, all right, okay. Yeah. For the benefit of our listeners, you come out of a rapso, a hip hop element of it.
Yeah, I guess hip hop would be the closest comparison in a sense because it's much more fluid based and rhythm based and melody based. Um, but over the years, we've always, Calypso, Kaiso has always played what we do. We've done re-recordings of things like Irie Temple, we've done
Right.
covers that by Al.
Yeah. Your
Uh,
mic. I'm losing your mic a little.
you losing me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, sorry about
Yeah.
that. I know if
Yeah.
it's the bandwidth here.
No.
Yeah, so we've been representing Rapso for the longest while, which is classified as the power of the word and rhythm of the word.
Right.
Is a form that was popularized by the late Brother Resistance.
Right.
And Brother Resistance says that Lancelot Lane in 1970 emerged on the scene with a track called Blow Away.
Right.
He says for him that was the first Rapso recording.
Right.
So we
Right.
always say, in tradition of Lancelot Lane and Brother Resistance,
Yes. Yes.
representing in the power of the word, in the rhythm of the word,
Yeah.
for the
Yeah. Yeah.
edification of the children, healing of the nation.
Right. Well, it's amazing, because when Lancelot first discovered this, and we didn't understand what it was, but we knew it was part of the
Exactly.
oral tradition.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
I
it's
mean, it predated hip hop. It was, hip hop emerged just a little while
right.
shortly thereafter. That's
Yeah.
why I mean, like there are things that there are vibrations that happen in the music space across the globe, and people are always trying to find new forms of expression.
Yes.
But it's not surprising to me that it happens in several different places, but this
Yeah.
time just takes its form based on where it's happening.
Right. 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 But people sort of looked forward to your rendition of Jouvet.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that was so? Why do you think you had that attractiveness to the expression?
Well,
With the
we
expression.
emerged on the scene literally out of the blue 28 years ago with a song called Blue that captured people's imagination and it conjured the spirit of Juve in a way that, people said they felt viscerally.
Yeah.
And I think that has always been, favor. The thing is, as I say, I was baptized in Jouver't at the age of 9. I was
Right.
Jouver't with Mary Dark Isles and Bill from Belmont, well hardcore Jouver't,
Yeah.
before I even knew what Jouver't was, and then pulled away from it. And as a young man, came back to exploring Jouver't. I was more interested in Jouver't than Pretty Mass, to be honest,
Yes. Yeah.
until
Yeah.
we met Minchell.
Yeah.
So we came with a lot of Jouver't energy in our bodies. So by the time we were able to record that song, people connected to it. It was followed up by Mud, another Jouver't anthem.
Yeah.
But from our beginning, Jouver't has been resonating. We started a Jouver't band before we recorded, and we were
Right.
invited to record because we
Okay.
had a Jouver't band. So Jouver't was always at the core of what we did.
Right. 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 I mean, how would you describe Peter Minchell?
What a genius. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And all the complications that working with a genius comes with, it's
Yeah.
like somebody who's taking you into uncharted territory,
Yeah.
and you have to trust, and it's a lot of work,
Yeah.
it's a lot of sacrifice. But the lessons learned along the way, I always say, working with Mitchell, working in the Caldo company, that was my university. That
Yes.
prepared us for understanding through the metaphor of the mass, and the mass must come.
Uh-huh.
The work involved in making the mass, the sacrifice involved in the mass, effort involved in the mass, the communal undertaking that was in that time.
Right.
Those are life lessons. And one of the things Mitchell says that stuck with me, and I thought very good. That good is not good enough. But in these parts, we have to say, not good man.
Right.
That's his hypercritical eye.
Right.
And
Right.
as I get older, running our little show here, I'll walk in and say, why is that this way or why is that that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
that. That is like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And how did you come to meet you, Stanton and Cooley? How did
Roger,
yeah, and Roger.
I've known Roger from since school, St. Mary's College.
Right.
We're friends for a long time. Getting involved from school choir into video production, and girls and things like that. That was our foundation.
Right.
Working with 10 Theatre, working with Bagas Company, involved.
Yeah. Yeah. So
With Theatre Workshop, joining Minchell together. Stanton came in years later, working with Bagas Company behind the scenes, and then fell in with Minchell as he's a very crafty
right.
design. So, we've had a long relationship. John was involved with Minchell as well.
Right.
So we were all in working. I would say Minchell was the common ground.
Yes.
The theatre was there before.
Yes.
During that Minchell period, everything
Yeah.
became
Yeah. I've had some wonderful interludes with him, because I had a ritual after every carnival. Two people I would sit down and interview, and that was David Rudder, and the other one was Minchell.
Two major influences in
Yeah.
our lives and career, because Rudder was the chantwell for Minchell Band. So
Right.
as a youth working in Minchell Band, I would always be looking at Rudder, hearing what he was doing.
Right.
Many years, in regards what we did years later, it became a chantwell for our band.
Yeah.
The songs that the band kind of thing.
Right.
I
Right.
used to look forward to whatever Rudder was offering. It just gave the band more vibes,
Right. 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 I'm hoping one day I can take all of this and translate it into a book, that will.
You have more than enough information for one book.
Yeah,
you
I'm telling
have
you.
books.
Well, I've already written one on Japan, Voices of Pan
Okay.
Pioneers,
Yeah.
And I'm doing my autobiography now, and so and
We
then I have
definitely
one.
need.
I have
Oh my
material
God.
like I don't know what's bad.
We definitely need more perspectives on the Jouver't.
Yes,
Not the music, the music.
yes, yes.
One second. This is downstairs calling. 1 second.
Okay, all right.
Hello.
Well, we are
I'm
speaking to
upstairs. Coming back now.
Wendell Manwarren,
Right.
who's a member of 3Canal.
Okay.
And
Coming.
they are
Sorry about that.
no problem. We are talking to him in the studio, Well, let's wrap up. I mean, so this year, what are you all doing this year?
Well, as I said, this year the theme is the 3Canal Kaiso show. We've freed up ourselves from the Jouver't so that we could explore that, the mother music, as we like to say, One of the ideas for the show is to say we reinvent the tent, the idea of the Calypso tent.
Okay.
We performed in Spectacular Forum for 3 years, and for us that was one of the biggest lessons of our lives.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest honors of our lives, to work with people that we grew up admiring, to work with Rudder, to work with Chompers, to work with Trinidad Rio, to work with Cardinal, just to see them in action.
Yes.
Was a huge learning for us.
Yeah.
You know, the idea of a Calypso orchestra, we have horns, we never worked with horns, live horns, we have six backup singers, you know.
Right.
So looking forward to that. Spreading the music, you know, swinging the thing.
Yeah, my engineer, Brian Bernard, is coming. He said he has to come to 3Canal's show.
He better has. We're looking out for him. Yeah, Brian, come down. And you can tell me about the song afterwards, because you're a song man.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, listen, man, anything you'd like to leave us with, Wendell?
Just to say, you know, it's always a pleasure to sit and chat with legends such as yourself, and to keep on, you know, doing what you're doing and representing what you're doing. And I take you as an example that, you know, as we age, it don't mean that we age ourselves out to the thing. We're still curious, we're still interested in what's happening.
Right.
We still have our contribution to make, yes? So
yes.
more power to you, my brother.
Thank you,
and to your listeners, you know, I mean, wherever you are in the world, we are about to celebrate Carnival. We live for Carnival in many ways, so we just want to extend that good vibrations to you wherever you are. Big love and blessings.
Right. We'll be doing it on YouTube, you know. I mean, it's so amazing these days that you can tune into YouTube and you pick up things live in Trinidad and for Carnival.
It's amazing, eh?
Yeah.
We have the technology. Let's use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been speaking with Wendell Manwarren, a member of the 3Canal group here in Trinidad and Tobago. This is Von Martin. Caribbeana continues.
Thank you, Von.
Okay, man.